Welcome to the first video in this series on how to write sketches for Skule Nite. Today, we're going to cover the terms and concepts you need to get started. Whoa, why is O'Grady's on the screen? Kind of annoying to see a place with so many awful memories of delayed food delivery, eh? Well, what if I told you that their lack of customer focus could benefit you in your quest to write an awesome sketch? Every sketch starts with an observation of the real world called the POV, short for point of view. In this video, we'll throw together a sketcherunio using a POV of O'Grady's awful meal promptness. But can we just rant about our opinions on the world? We can, but it's not funny. So, to turn our whining into a funny joke, we use something called the game. The game is the way that the sketch takes the everyday observation in the POV and exaggerates it until it's funny. In our example, we could exaggerate the problem of O'Grady's service by having actors enter wearing longer and longer beards and describing longer and longer periods of time for which they have had to wait. We start with an average Joe waiting a reasonable amount of time for food and just being a plain old diva. But then, the idea of the game is that with each new character that enters, it's a more exaggerated form of the last, and it skews the scene further and further away from that first relatable character and relatable scenario. Even with a POV and a game, the audience may get bored because they won't know when to expect the end of the sketch. Theoretically, the sketch could go on forever, because beards do keep growing. That's why we try to write sketches that have something called a clock. A clock tells the audience that the sketch is going to end. And in our example, even though beards grow forever, eventually food has to be served, and once the food is served, the sketch will presumably end. The audience, like a sea turtle, enjoys a little predictability, but also wants to be surprised. To break up the pattern of the sketch so that it doesn't get too predictable, we use something called the tilt. In our example, we could tilt after the food is delivered to the oldest man. All the other diners look on with anticipation for that first bite of greasy sustenance to brace someone's lips, and then tilt. The oldest man puts down his fork and tells the waiter, "This isn't what I ordered. Send it back." And this would be the perfect time to black out. And when a tilt happens at the end of the sketch, it can also be referred to as the punchline. So there you have it, a decent enough sketch. And if you want to exercise your own sketch writing muscles, feel free to take our example sketch and come up with your own game, tilt, or punchline. Or come up with a completely new POV and write your own sketch. Hope you enjoyed the video.